Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome to the TSS. This is your Veera, and in today's class, we will discuss about why Jupyter Notebook. That means why we have to use Jupyter Notebook. Why not some other? Okay, some important points we will discuss. Okay, let us see. So, Jupyter Notebook. In Jupyter Notebook, it's not only made for Python. Okay, you need to remember it's not only used for Python, it supports many languages. Okay, so the notebook has support for over 40 programming languages including Python or Julia and Scala. Okay, so and the name itself Jupyter. Okay, so it's a combination of Julia and Python. Okay, Jupyter. Okay, so this is this notebook supports multiple languages, guys, not only Python. R is a another famous uh, uh, data science programming language that is mostly used by statisticians. Okay, so in Python has much more advanced than R, which has diverse applications when compared to R and Julia and Scala scores. Okay, so mostly Jupyter Notebooks we will use only Python. Okay, this tutorial scope is for Python. Okay, so this is the language of choice. So if you are a R guy or Julia or Scala guy, you can use Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so not only for Python developers, it will be used by R developers, Julia or Scala. Okay, and then the other important point, why Jupyter Notebook, why we have to use Jupyter Notebook, what is the benefit of the Jupyter Notebook means we can share the notebooks what we had developed. Okay, so notebook means nothing but a simple page, a web application. It's a web application, no? It will display like a page. In that page some code spaces are there. In that code spaces we will script some code. Okay, so we'll execute there itself all the cinema, all the code is appearing like a web page. Okay, it's a very flexible, robust application. So we will share the notebooks. So the page itself is called a notebook. Okay, so that notebook we can share to our friends. So we can share the code so that they will also get the idea. So common sharing. So many people will have an idea of GitHub. It's an repository of code sharing. So like that, not only GitHub, we will share it by email, Dropbox. Okay, like that. So sharing of notebooks is very with Jupyter Notebook it becomes very easy, guys. And then other important point is it will give interactive output. It's not like when we see in the other code editors like VS Code or say PyCharm or some other XYZ. What we are doing in that code editors, simply we are scripting the code. So some line number 1 we will write some a plus b. So we'll assign some variables. In the line number 2 we'll do some arithmetic operations in line number 3, and in the line number 4 we will print the result. And if you run, the total output will come. Okay, so in the Jupyter Notebook it's not like that. Okay, so step by step execution will also possible, and all at once is also possible. The flexibility is very more, it is interactive. Okay, so your code and all these things you will see in the coming classes. Okay, in the practical sessions we'll come to know what is Jupyter Notebook and how flexible working with Jupyter Notebook is. You will able to know, don't worry. And these are the futures why we need to select Jupyter Notebook as our tool. Okay, so your code can produce rich interactive output, that is HTML, images, videos, latex, custom MIME types, that means multi-purpose internet. Okay, multimedia extensions. Okay, so these all these types are supported by Jupyter Notebook. Okay. And then big data integration. This big data integration these days, big data, wherever you go you will heard the big data, big data, big data. So the big data integration capacity is also there in the Jupyter Notebook. So we have this big data integration with Apache Spark from Python, R and Scala, and we will explore the data sets using the pandas. Scikit-learn is a famous machine learning library. So in the machine learning tutorials we will discuss about it. So after this one, ggplot, and it is a visualization library in TensorFlow is a deep learning um, library, so provided by Google. All these coordinations, okay, will happen in a single place called Jupyter Notebook. In the single place all this will work. So it's a very super simple flexible tool in the hands of a data scientist or machine learning engineers or artificial intelligence engineers to develop the code. Okay, so the developer life becomes easy with the Jupyter Notebook. That is why we will choose Jupyter Notebook when compared to the others, guys. Okay, and in the next class we will see how to install Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so see you in the next class. After then, bye bye, see you, namaste.